y'all see some people landed?
Yeah, some people landed here. Can we go north over here? South?
I think we should work together and hunt some people down.
Fuck is that?
Red, yellow, y'all okay? Y'all shooting people?
No, someone else is shooting at somebody. One of our guys, I think.
I think red is shooting.
Yeah, get fucked up. Getting fucked. Fucked.
Ooh, I helped a little bit. Good job, red.
Killed them both, huh?
He just kind of ran out into the open. I think he was charging red, but red had a shotgun, so it was kind of crazy. Whoa.
Someone's got a suppressed fucking gun. Fuck is that? An AK over here if anybody wants. Top of the roof. I got the ammo. Anybody wants
I
it?
got a little ammo for it too. I think.
Fuck it, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna drop this ump. It's fully kitted though.
It's really not important. The assault rifles do remarkably the same damage. You know, remarkably similar damage.
Anybody want this thing?
Let's see.
I'm dropping the ammo and extended quick draw mag.
How do you get up there?
Stairs, dude. Another AK over here. Level 2 helmet.
So it was just one dude? Or you think the other team ran away?
It was 2 dudes.
Oh, there were two dudes.
Anybody want any of this stuff? Bubbles? We want a half grip?
Sure.
Cinemag? Half grip, anybody?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm one.
Maybe yellowish. Just a little lost in this.
And we need a tax stock, Cinemag for DMR. Or drop all the shit I don't need. Here. On yellow. Just drop all the shit I don't need.
We need like an Alamo. Like a place to shack up that'll be really safe. We'll see where this next circle goes. But we should be ready to drive there as soon as it pops.
We don't need to drive, we can walk.
Drive or walk. It's a big map.
Got plenty of time.
Hope it's not right on us.
I heard a shot. Press.
Yeah, I heard one too. I think I'll drop some shit here too. Man, I really want a Tommy gun too with an extended mag now.
It sounds like someone might be there. I heard a suppressed shot. Where's our boy at? There he is.
Oh, does someone need a ×2 scope?
You.
I thought someone didn't have optics. I'm just checking.
I need optics.
Oh, yeah, here. There you go. Man, I swear I had a ×3. But somebody brought the ×4 for me. I just switched it out. This guy fucking. Whoa. Fired to the
Top of the hill.
west. Shit, top of the hill?
Hill, dude. Oh, the fucking SLR.
I couldn't see him at all.
I killed. Guy was hacking, dude. Kill all three of us.
I'm a bit of a control freak in terms of like drugs and alcohol. Like, there's
Right.
like I have friends who get drunk and they're like they shouldn't drink, and they get so hammered they don't remember things, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So I am always aware of what I'm doing. I don't put myself in precarious situations.
Right.
I just don't. If I can sense bad things happening.
Yes.
It's always been, it's a gift, but it's also, I hate myself because it's like
Takes
part
you out of the fun.
It takes me out of the fun, but like I'm running that cusp. But like I've always been like, I'm not going to that.
Right.
That doesn't look like it'd be fun. I'm not gonna go into that place. I'm not. That guy's looking at me. I'm gonna walk out. I don't want to be. I'm just getting away from trouble.
Right.
So I always like if some girl's a little bit like, I'm hammer. Let's go back to when I was younger. I still remember going, nope. This girl's drunk and I don't know her and I'm not taking her back home.
Right.
I'm just not putting myself in that situation.
Yeah.
And I think there are people like that. And you're right. You miss out on fun, but you also take yourself out of dangerous situations.
Yeah.
And so I've always been that. So I know people who could do, like I've seen them. I'm like, good person, never would do this sober, never would make this bad decision sober, drinking a little too much right now. If somebody doesn't keep an eye on that person, they can make a bad decision.
Wow.
And so I don't know. With her, I'm not talking about that because
Right.
I never saw her.
So you don't know if that was
She
her.
was. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, like you were saying people could be on the cusp of like going down that way, but I just like, I know for me,
That's not you.
well, I just know I could never think something that was happening in that was right and keep going down that.
Keep going down it.
Because I would think, oh my God, this seems a little dangerous. You can maybe get arrested for this. If somebody found out, oh my God, this
Unless
like this is bad. This is
So you couldn't keep going down that road unless what? Unless you had some of that in you.
unless
You had some of that dark.
I don't
arts
even know
in
if you had something in you unless you were easily, like you said, coerced or like you were.
Because
Like what happened with the Manson family? They
Right.
said they pleaded like what, that he did what
yeah, like manipulated the people, I guess.
yeah, like they were like, oh my God, we just didn't.
Stockholm syndrome type of thing, where
Yeah, they believed they were easily manipulated, like whatever. But they, and they said that was the excuse. I know that could never happen
happened to you.
to me,
Right.
because I
Now,
don't
how
know.
old was she? She was young though.
That's what I'm saying. She was young. She
And
was
this
like,
man was older, apparently, that ran the thing. So now I could see that. Say a man comes along, he has a bunch
Yeah.
of money, he has access to like a lot of, fun, crazy stuff.
maybe
he seems worldly. He seems like a leader of a group you believe in. Like I've been to these, I did orgasmic meditation where I'm driving around town and, touching older women's crotches as part of a club, like, and that's a real thing. And that's
Really?
organized. Yeah.
What?
That's organized. And I met there's other celebrities in it, right? Like, and I don't mean other celebrities, there's celebrities in it. But it's like there are a lot of different groups out here. There's a lot of people looking for connection, especially in Los Angeles. It's a very disconnected city. So if this girl was 18,
maybe
19,
a little lost.
22,
Right.
easily, I could see her. She gets involved with the group. She was an attractive girl, right? At least.
Sure.
She was an 8.
Yeah, I don't want to put numbers on anyone
Eight's
except you
great.
and myself, like us.
Right.
We could
She was
know.
at least an 8.
I think she was a pretty girl. She was smart. This is why it's so shocking to me. Yes, she was younger. She could have easily been mind fucked and given like, who knows? They could have said, oh, and promised her these things, and she was empowered by things, and
there you
somehow she fell down this
dark path.
maybe. All of it to me is just for me. It's shocking just because like to know someone, it's like, you know. Again, I said know someone, but I really didn't know her. And it just makes me sad, ultimately, because it just makes me sad to know someone who really was a sweetheart and could be capable of something like this, you know, and I don't know the whole story, but it's just it's
very bizarre.
It's completely shut. When I saw it, I looked at Tom, co-star, and I looked at, you know, I talked to a couple people. I was just like, I don't even know what to say.
Well, it looks like the older man, whoever ran it, looks like he took advantage of.
That's exactly
of her.
I feel like
took advantage of a younger person.
Took advantage of her. He probably blackmailed her. He probably manipulated all these girls were manipulated and blackmailed, and these women, and it's sad, and
it happens.
You hear about it all. You hear about, you know.
That's the dark arts, bruh.
It happens more than you think.
Admit that it is.
Yeah, the arts.
Yeah, dark arts.
Darks.
You don't think it's the dark arts, dude? A man doing that?
Oh yeah, it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it is, man.
I agree.
Thank you guys for checking out this clip. And if you want to see another clip, then you can look at this clip.
If we have a chance to interact with the fans of this show, like the people, the audience that like what we're doing here, I want it because it's fun because everybody's so cool. It wasn't like that at all. They had the setup was where they do the autograph signing, like in that big tent thing.
Yeah.
But so they had people right by the stage who couldn't hear us because of the echo. We couldn't hear each other that great. We had no headphones that were. So it's like we hear an echo, so that vibe wasn't great. They're talking amongst themselves right next to the stage because they couldn't hear us. Then there's a big gap for whatever reason, that there's no people. So there's other people far off. There was a drunk asshole, which I'm having enough of this week, yelling shit where's security? Adam. No, poor Adam that works for the UFC is not doing anything. I just see the only guy that works that can be yelling. Chris the producer.
I think they were assuming that you were security, considering you were doing it all week.
Shit went viral, Sam.
It did.
Almost 10 million.
10 million views on what? Just yours alone?
Yeah, Dana's another
That's
5.
crazy.
I mean, all these. No one must be really pissed. The bounces all around the world going, do we do this shit every day? Why is it so exciting for this little guy to do this?
I'll tell you why, because you held the guy down, but you showed restraint. You didn't beat the shit out of him, which you could have.
I believe in good Jimmy.
I'm
I'm having to twist because Sam, I feel like I deserve it.
You do.
I feel like
It was a hard fight week.
You earned it through your restraint.
That wasn't exactly a hard
Everyone else
fight.
Yeah, everybody else had to cut weight. You burned it.
What happened? You were with your family.
I was with my family, and we were eating. You know, it was the night before I was doing the whole Hall of Fame thing. But I'm not trying to get to that. If I did,
I would hit
but
it
I'm not
for
trying to. It's not about me getting that comment. So we were talking about going to get. They wanted to go to fireworks. So we have some family in town. They wanted to go. I told you at Caesars they were doing something, and I'm like, dude, 4th of July in Vegas. I know there's gonna be a lot of drunk people. Let's just hang out here at the Red Rock. Sam Alvey, have you been to the Red Rock?
I have. We went to the Athlete Summit when WWME owned it, I think, or took over.
I love that place.
Yeah,
it's so
that's
nice.
right.
It's off
It
the
is.
strip, and it's very relaxing. It's very like family atmosphere. Bowling alley near movie theater. It's pools. It's a resort. I love the place. So that's where we go when we come out here, me and my family. So you know what? Let's not go to the strip. I don't want to be bothered by. I don't want to deal with crowds of drunk people. Let's just hang out at a nice, cozy Red Rock. That's the plans.
Yeah.
So we're eating at the cafe, and then this couple comes in that was just out of their mind drunk, just fall down. She passed out the second she was in there. I did an Instagram right before that, a weekend at Bernie's, where she was just. He props her up and he puts a hat on her. It was funny. But so then
Wait, can I just say it's funny because people put up the article like showing what you did, and then they're like, he also posted one before that. We're not sure if that's related. But.
Yeah, dude, it was too funny. So, but the guy didn't see that. So people were wondering why did the guy see you videoing and get annoyed? No, nothing like that. So she passed out. He left, came back, left, but then he started getting really, really nasty to the staff, like just I've been waiting for 20 minutes. What the fuck? And just cursing.
Was
and
he a big guy or no?
not too big. Not too big at all. Like, a little taller than me, but who the hell's not taller than me? But no, not like a physically imposing guy. Just totally drunk, though. And loud, obnoxious, rude. Then he starts throwing stuff at the waiter as he's walking by. Yelling again. No, yelling to the point where everybody's stopping and looking, where it's like, so I'm like, look. So I see where this is bad. So I'm like, I told my wife, like, we almost done. Let's get the check, My kids were starting to, get nervous or whatever.
Hey.
So then my waiter's, I was almost out of there. I was almost in the clear. My waiter's bringing me the check. And then he gets up and he goes after my waiter. Like, just yelling at him. What? I don't know. I can't do it justice. But it's just just a drunk moron. And his fists clenched. And he was throwing shit at the other waiter. Now he's facing me and my family, who's the waiter's in between us. So I'm thinking the guy's going to throw something. What's up, Chris? It's fucking weird. He puts his hand right in front of it. Like, what are you doing? Could you hear me okay?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah, that's why I moved it.
If any closer, dude, I'm blowing this thing.
You're
I'm
good.
sorry. I feel weird with Molly in the room.
You could say
Does
whatever
everybody
you
know that
want.
your
She
wife's
knows.
in the room?
Well, now they do. Yeah.
Hit the applause button for your wife.
Woo! Hey.
All right, there you go. Good to see you.
So he's
Bring your
drunk.
stock up. Okay, I'm back. Well, Jimmy's like, I gotta go to the airport. All right, listen. So he's drunk, and something's gonna happen. This guy's hitting something. Something's happening. This guy's hitting him, or he's gonna throw something towards him, and my family's behind me. So I stood up. The waiter was a little guy. He's a little Chinese guy or whatever. You probably see him in the video. Very feminine. And so I'm thinking this guy's gonna get beat up or something. So I stood up, and then he directed everything towards me.
As soon as you stood
Oh,
up.
the second I stood up, hey, you, I'll fight you right away. I'm like, dude, this is fucking amazing. So he took his shirt off. So then the second he took his shirt off, I don't know if he went to swing or I just neutralized that shit. I just stepped right in, got him around his waist. My wife, he goes, when you went in, I just thought that you were going to slam him. She goes, you let him down so gently. Yeah, I mean, dude, I let him. He was like he just melted when I grabbed him. He was like, ah. He like folded to jelly. So I got him around the waist, basic takedown. I gave him a free jiu-jitsu lesson.
You
but
put
I
him on
no
the ground.
charge.
You didn't
I
punch
put
him.
him on the ground. I mounted him. And,
Did he have good defense?
his mount defense wasn't. His elbow escape, and his trap and roll were not there. So then the second I got him down, I actually told my sister. I go film this. I go right away. That was my sister's.
Sure.
Okay, I
So
was
she-
going to ask. Who filmed it? Was
my
it your wife?
sister.
Okay.
And so you got it from there, and then you saw the rest, I'll tell you who I like less than the drunk was that fat security guard who came over first. Because he came over and he goes, are you restraining him? Well, I'm like, yeah. I go, do you want to take over? And he goes, okay, yeah, get off him. I won't do it. The guy's trying to do whatever he can, which is
They
not
said
much.
it looked like you were so patient with him. It was like an adult restraining a child who's
Oh,
being
no,
unruly.
the guy wasn't doing anything. So I'm like, but I was very calm. So I'm telling the guy, I'm like, do you want to wait until you get? Are you ready to control him? I asked him, and I felt the guy's getting nervous, the fat guy, the fat security guy.
Yeah.
Because I could just see his body language.
He looked nervous.
He's
Yeah.
like, well, he's like, yeah. And then he started being aggressive, a little nasty to me. He's like, well, get off. I go, well, you want to wait for some more help? The guy's not. By me getting off him, I have to let go of him. And this guy he's not like going to get knee on belly. He's not looking to jump in. There's going to be
A
time
gap.
lapse.
Yeah, a
I
gap.
thought when I let go, where this guy's going to reach for my nuts to do so. I don't want to have to smack the guy. You know what I mean? Where if I let him go and the guy does something silly, I might have to smack the guy.
You don't want to have to hurt him.
No, I mean everything was taken care of. But this guy. So then he started to get nasty. He's just like, get off. And you see him like wave his. So now I'm getting annoyed at this fucking guy. This guy punches me. This whole looking good for the martial arts thing is going south. You know what I mean? If the fat guy touches me, I'm doing his job. I took him down, dude. I got a bigger applause than I did at my fucking first GSP fight. You know what I mean? The audience erupted. They were still clapping by the time my sister started filming. Because the guy was as obnoxious as you can get.
Yeah.
Yelling, screaming, making a scene, being vulgar, So that
Just
was
a
it.
dickhead. Just a dickhead.
Total fucking dickhead.
Now, what do you think he's talking about today? You think he's, I was trying to pay my bill. I was trying to, and you know what? It was hot. I was taking my shirt off, and this guy, he comes and grabs
Sometimes
me.
this happened. Sometimes this happened. Was happening. Sam, his girlfriend or something was passed out in the booth. Passed out in the thing. But hey, listen.
Did he get
it
arrested?
was- yeah, they locked him up there.
Good.
They brought him. They put him in cuffs. Because even after that, after I showed mercy on this guy, he's making awful, vulgar faces to my wife and sister. And so, no, this guy was a piece of shit, though. I'm happy that this is out there. Because some guys, when they drink, maybe they're just a different person. Well, this guy must have, I don't know about that. This guy really seemed like a piece of trash. So I'm happy that the world sees that because it did go viral.
It's got to be very embarrassing for him.
I hope so.
embarrassing.
Yes. Do we know his name?
I don't know. I mean, the world knows his face.
They know his
And
face.
it's so, and it really does sum up, Jimmy, because I always do tell you. What do I tell you for the street? You can't win because that's why I wanted it videotaped. Because what happens is in a situation, even an asshole like this, Sam, is he really deserves. The winner, goes to jail. And
Loser goes to the hospital.
Goes to the hospital, and the winner goes to jail. Yeah. So I know there was no winning in beating up this guy, but he definitely needed to be, subdued because he was going to hit someone. So, the other security guys game, they were cool, and they knew me. A lot of them knew me. Sure. And the manager of that place knew me. I mean, the Fertittas own that place, and I go there every time I'm in Vegas.
But of all the people to fucking be a drunken asshole around a UFC Hall of Famer in jiu-jitsu.
His thing was right next to my thing with my whole family. I had my wife, my kids, my 3 kids,
Yeah,
and my sister and my nephew there. So it's like, dude. Hey, that is nice. It shows you that the jiu-jitsu is
Was he hard to take down?
his takedown defense wasn't.
He didn't give his back though.
he didn't give his back.
He didn't do that.
He was gonna F me up from there. It was so funny. The commentary was great. And then the second, but it shows you though, because the second I get off, I'm pressing charges. That's why I'm like, the second he went from I'm gonna fuck you up, and then he gets up, I'm pressing charges. I go, thank God, I didn't know this guy. That's why I wanted to do it. I can say this.
Yeah, well, there's a whole restaurant full of people that saw that too. I don't think he was restrained, gently restrained by a guy.
Yeah, you did probably better for him than all of the security guards.
They would have panicked.
You mean if Jimmy was there?
I wasn't gonna say that.
We don't know that waiter. That waiter might have been like a kung fu master or something. he could have snapped.
Really pissed me off, too.
Why?
Like, straight up. Okay, was Batman to that little bitch, and he fucking didn't back me up. Security came, I go, hey man. He goes, you have to sign the bill. I have to sign the bill.
Wait, they still
I
charge
go, I have to
you?
sign the bill? I go, how about this? I go, how about this? You guys are paying for my dinner. How about that? And my family's dinner. I was pissed. I didn't like, because everybody in that restaurant knew how bad that guy was. And he was threatening. He threw shit at the other dude with the ponytail. And my guy, he was in his face, and he was just looked like a deer in headlights. So, all heroes don't wear capes, Jim.
How good does this feel though? To be able to, this is what I'm talking.
Tank
I
tops
feel
is the
good.
new cape.
Your lives to me, like
And
to be
some
able
heroes
to
don't even wear sleeves.
to be able to do that.
I don't know.
To be able to restrain just an asshole. Like, to me, that's got to be worth all of it. Like, you don't have to hit the guy with a chair, and you don't have to worry that your family's going to be bothered because you know you can go over and just put this asshole out of
You
commission.
could ask Sam Alvey that. Why don't you?
Yeah, yeah. As long as there's not 2 of them. As soon as there's
I
2,
I got my money on you if there was 2 of those guys. Sam.
Yeah,
If there's 10 of those
probably.
guys.
If there's 2 of those guys, what do you have to really, really hit one guy really hard, really fast, I guess? Is that what it is, just to make sure that it's one-on-one?
that sounds good to me. Yeah. Maybe just one punch, get them lined up. You just
It's nice to be able, when you're trained, you know how to, especially jiu-jitsu. Because, like, if I was a world champion boxer or kickboxer and I didn't have a lick of grappling, you can handle that situation. You might have to neutralize that guy, and you might not have the other skill set to do it. You know what I mean? Or it's going to get sloppy as hell. The worst thing in the world is a sloppy grappling match if you don't know what the hell you're doing at all.
You know, and actually, if there were 2, I'd probably be with my wife, and they'd have more problems with her than me.
Oh, really?
I
My
would
wife
take
don't
one,
do-
and she would wreck whoever was left. She would wreck them.
She trains?
Oh yeah. She's purple. She's better purple belt than I am.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's got heavy hips too.
Yeah, that's great. No, yeah, my wife, I'm sorry, guys. I'm eating a Twix. I was in a car for an hour in the desert.
We get in the car. Let me know if y'all see an AR extended mag. Wish you could get that care package. I think that's the first one. compensator and extended mag for a submachine gun here. Level 2 backpack here. Just my shit. Whoa, careful, man. Thanks. Appreciate it, Red. Okay, following green. We're making the crossing. Seen a lot of shut doors in that town. Oh, getting shot at. Where the fuck? Fresh level 2 helmet here. Closed doors here as well. this circle's moving fast. We can use these rails as protection on the way movements. Green, can you crawl? Where are you going, man? Alright, I'm coming to you. Fuck. Fuck, it's too late. Even if I got you up, you died for me. Sorry, man. Dead too. Reconnecting. Shit. That was terrible.
Just going over what my media day looks like. We got a lot to do today. I think I start in about a half hour. So the first few are just phone interviews for my hotel, which make it easy. Then I gotta go down and start doing a bunch of stuff. But first, I gotta get breakfast. I got two like oat bars full of different types of seeds and nuts. 2 hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna eat I'll probably eat a quarter of that avo, maybe even half of it, and then maybe a handful of raw sunflower seeds. That'll probably put us around 450 calories for breakfast. So try to eat again in like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's little small meals like this throughout the day. Got to stay up on water intake without going too far overboard on that, but weight seems to be on point, so we just got to keep it up. We call these fart nuggets. When you open this bag, the whole room smells like farts. So bad. Yeah. Just saw a video of Matt Sarah holding some drunk dude down. It looked like in Vegas. I want to know what happened. It was all over social media. He just had the guy's hands like pinned down.
Hello?
Hey, this is Chad Mendez. How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up, Chad? We're going to start with you. Well, we haven't even started the show yet. Welcome to UFC
Okay.
Unfiltered. How you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
This is Jim Norton. No,
Oh,
Matt
what's up?
Sarah is in, he's with Dana doing something.
Oh,
and we
gotcha.
had a
Okay.
co-host named Bobby who canceled 40 minutes ago because he has an emergency dental appointment.
Ah, shit.
So as you call, we were just rewatching your fight with Connor, and we were in round 2, probably right, but that ended in the second round, correct?
Yeah, right at the end of it.
How long of a camp did you have before that fight?
10 days.
And he was supposed to fight Aldo, and you got the call. And
Yeah.
was that in Brazil?
No,
Or
it,
Vegas?
it was Vegas.
To me, that was the way that they said Conor hadn't really fought a wrestler. So watching you do that kind of, you know how they said if you saw the Iaquinta Khabib fight,
Yeah.
it kind of exposed Khabib. Not it's just in a way that you know there are certain vulnerabilities, I guess, in his game, and I think that was what you did to Conor.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the wrestling part of Connor's game has always been his weakest, in my opinion, but yeah, I mean, I felt like I exposed that pretty well.
You were really kind of imposing your will on the ground. I mean, I think you had at least 4 takedowns in that fight.
Well, I passed the guard and ended up trying to go for a choke instead of just, like, looking back. I was actually just talking to a buddy about it. I should have just stayed in the guard and kept elbowing him and just fought out the round, but I was trying to advance and trying to get a submission locked up and ended up turning it into a scramble, and he got back up to his feet.
Yeah, no, I was still very impressed. I remember that fight. And I was rooting for you very hard.
Yeah,
and again,
thank
everybody
you.
knew you had a very, very short camp, and you were just stepping in. And I thought you did a really good job. And just maybe with a little bit more time to get the cardio, you would have. I think you could have won that fight easily.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
How you doing too? I mean, it's been, I guess, what, 2 years since you fought?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing good, man. I'm super excited to get back in there and compete. I've been chomping at the bit the last, probably year, and it's nice to finally get back in there and do this.
Now, when you're suspended for 2 years, this is one of the longer USADA suspensions. Why did they give you 2 years as opposed to a year?
Because I didn't fight it. I just told the UFC I wanted to take a year off and let my head heal. I mean, I had just lost to Connor and then got, barely touched by Frankie and rung my bell. I just wanted to step back and let my head heal a little bit. And then about halfway through that is when all that stuff came about. And, it was ultimately my own fault. I just didn't know what I was using in that cream on my psoriasis. And, I told them, like, look, this is what I was using. Like, I wasn't intentionally trying to cheat, but, I'll take my sentence. It is what it is. Like, I was going to take time off anyway. So, ended up starting my company, Fins and Feathers, and getting that ball rolling. And the last 2 years, just been enjoying life, doing all that. It was a shitty situation. It was embarrassing, but, like I said, ultimately it was my fault. So I felt like, you screwed up, you got to do the punishment. I'm not going to make up some, stupid excuse and try to get, out of it or cause a big scene like it was my own damn fault. So let's do it.
Now, the medication, it's obviously, I'm going to guess it's topical. You rub it onto your,
Yeah.
It's not a pill or anything, right?
No, it's topical. I have psoriasis. I've had it since I was a little kid. Like, my shins are completely covered in it. It's all over my scalp. I get it on my ears and elbows. So, it's just something I've dealt with my entire life. And, I've been given different creams and ointments and oils and different things from people that have had eczema or psoriasis. Like, oh, I got this stuff that worked great for mine. You should try it. And I've never thought twice about something being in it that was illegal for a sport. Sometimes I would try it, and it might help a little bit. Sometimes it didn't do anything at all, and it just kind of how things always played out. Like, I never really paid that much attention to it. Just kind of dealt with it. But like I said, as soon as USADA got involved, it's my duty and my job to know what the hell I'm taking, what I'm putting in my body, and I didn't do the job, so it was my fault. So I live off of, the wild game. Most of my training camps, a lot of the stuff, even outside of training camp, I'd say probably 85% of my diet is all wild game. And so I've been doing it since I was a little kid. So I'm like, what can I do in the outdoor space that's unique, new, nobody's really doing it, and enjoy being with clients that love hunting, love fishing, and make money doing it. What we call it is like a celebrity outdoor adventure company. So we put together different hunting trips, different fishing trips, and then what we do is we have about 20 different celebrity pro staff members, different UFC fighters. We have a lot of baseball, basketball, football players, some actors, just different celebrities that people see on TV or watch play different sports or whatever it is. And we put one of those celebrities, or sometimes two of those celebrities, on the trips with the clients. So the clients not only get to go on a cool hunting adventure, maybe it's their first time, maybe it's not, they get to bring home some awesome organic free-range meat to fill their freezer with, and not only that, they get to do it with someone that they maybe look up to, or they see on TV, and everybody has a good time. All these people that are pro staff members love the outdoors, they love hunting, love fishing.
I'm sure you enjoyed all of them, but who did you have come that you're like, fuck, I can't believe we got this person?
Are you talking about like the celebrities?
Yeah, of course.
We just had Dan Henderson go on our big tuna fishing trip out of San Diego. That was pretty cool. I've always looked up to Dan.
Sure.
We got Hunter Strickland. He plays for the Giants. He's going to do some trips for us this year.
Do people eat? I like the fact, like Rogan does these trips. And
Yeah.
I've never hunted. I don't necessarily like it, but I like guys who eat what they kill.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're taking that meat home, or like Joe, fucking Rogan, I've actually jacked off looking at elk. Like, god damn, does that look delicious. You ever watch him cook elk with garlic? You're like, fuck, that looks delicious.
He always
so,
does.
Natural, healthy food is a smart way to eat.
Yeah, he always does the jalapenos in there too, and makes it look so good. I actually just had that the other day. We made some venison, and I had to throw some jalapenos on the plate with it. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" Like, don't even ask. It's something Joe Rogan does. I'm doing it.
Yeah, but it's like if you're gonna eat what you hunt, I think that's a really good thing. So you use these last 2 years to kind of make your living doing that, and now you're fighting again. You're fighting, your first fight back in 2 years against Miles Fury. It's on the main card. UFC Boise is this Saturday, July the 14th, 10 o'clock. It's even off against Dos Santos, of course, in FS1. So are you in Boise now?
I am. Yep. Yeah, we got in last night. We checked in. We got some groceries for the week, and then had our evening workout. I actually got a YouTube channel that I've been pumping a lot of really cool content out leading up to the fight. So this whole week we're putting videos up. We did some last week as well. So it's really cool just being able to show the fans and stuff what my daily life's like, just leading up to the fight. So it's been fun.
Are you concerned with Octagon Rust? Or is that a thing? Some people say no, it's not. Some guys are like, yeah, but it's been 2 years. That's I'm sure you've trained, but that's a while to not fight. Well,
I'll tell you Sunday. I don't know.
You're not sure.
I've never taken this long off for any sport, so I hear people talk about ring rust all the time. There's some people that are like, nah, it's not a real thing, and other people, say that it is. So
Cody is a teammate. You've been training with him, preparing for his rematch title fight with TJ.
Yeah, man, I train with Cody all the time. It's Cody's a stud, TJ's a stud. I'm actually buddies with both of them, and it's kind of an awkward situation for me. So
Sure.
I just try to stay out of the drama. I'm training with Cody, and like I said, he's an animal. He's looking great, and I just wish them both the best, safe, healthy fight, and hopefully they both go out there and make a ton of money. I just try to stay out of the drama as much as I can.
No, I don't blame you. You have to. And Miles is ranked number 112. So let's just say you do beat Miles. You must have given some thought because you want to jump back into those rankings and you want to get back on people's radar again. That's, you know, hey, you're back. Do you have any idea who you may call out?
I don't. I mean, ultimately, it just there's some fights that are lined up, and it just depends who wins those fights. But honestly, anyone in the top 5 up would be ideal for me.
Good luck this Saturday against Miles Jury, okay?
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Good talking.
All right, later. And that's a wrap. Number 1. Go away. We don't want to.
We left pillow for you.
What's up, dude?
What up, man?
Give me some. How was the drive?
Good.
Yeah.
You're back.
Welcome back.
Made it. It's game time, baby. Ow.
Uh-oh, the scale.
We don't need that anymore.
You made weight.
Wait.
What's up?
How was the drive?
Like, it was a breeze just because we talked the whole time.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. You little.
You ready, dude?
I'm nervous. How you feeling?
I'm ready to go get a shakeout in, get a sweat in.
What's the workout like on the day of the fight? Just kind of.
Nothing too long. Just I'll do some mobility stuff, warming up, and then just hit something like pretty intense, really short, just to kind of open my lungs, get a sweat going, get everything moving through my body again, and then be ready to go. We're back.
Made the weight cut.
Soaked it all up. Dude, that was not fun. The last like 3, I woke up the morning of like 3.5, and it was not fun. I checked weight after working out for about 30-40 minutes. Probably about 30 minutes, and I was still a pound over, so I had to get in the sauna. It was not fun, but we got it done. But it was good. Abby did not like it.
Never fun. Never fun.
That's got to be the worst. Yeah. Just feel like crap and.
Yeah. Hey, you don't sleep much the night before, really. You just try to get through it, and then get that weight off the next day, and then start feeling good again. Takes a few hours, but I'm back. I feel normal. I think this workout's always good. I always try to get a workout the day of, like in the morning, just to kind of get everything moving again, but we'll see. I know the guys are probably getting close to being down there. I'll get dressed, and then let's go down.
This record, 17 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, here is Chad Money Mendez. And his opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. He too weighed in officially 146 pounds, and in 19 professional bouts has an outstanding record of 17 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of Hazel Park, Michigan, here is Miles Fury Jury! And your referee in charge of the action is Jason Herzog.
Veteran Jason Herzog getting the assignment. Vanessa gets us started here as we are set for a 145-pound matchup. Welcome back, Chad Mendez. More than 2.5 years off, dealt with a 2-year suspension, owned it, said he needed time away to rejuvenate his career, hit the reset button, and here he is. Mendez is in the gray as the -235 favorite against the 12th ranked featherweight contender in black, Miles Jury, coming back at +185.
Curious how he handles this opening round. Because you want to get in your comfort zone. You've had a long time off. Go back to the basics, the things you do really well. It's always been his strength.
Yo, guys.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Randy, Jeff, and people, what the fuck?
Should give us a good chance.
Yeah, it really should.
Let's hope. We're not the first ones dead.
Let's wait 15 minutes.
Yeah, I had to restart about 5 times the lobby just to get into a game.
Great.
What is up? Alright. We're up. We'll be fine. 37. Jesus, that was
That's what it said. Ooh, see people. I better go leave.
Shit, this guy was right behind me. Oh, he just turned around.
Oh, 2 of them.
No, there's.
Alright. Let's group up
there's
in
one
this
guy with it.
warehouse.
Orange,
in
you got
front of
one
me.
with you.
Let's work together.
He's going for the far warehouse to the west. I'm on the roof. I'm going to see if I can spot him.
Alright, there's no guns down here, dude. We gotta go to the rear warehouse. There's no guns in my building at all. Wait, isn't there a dude in your building? Where'd they go?
I don't know what happened to him. He landed on the south side of the fence, but
I got a shotgun finally.
Number one, there's a scar in here. I'll leave it for you.
thank you.
It's
I'm coming off the roof.
on the balcony.
All right.
Let's just group up real quick. I'm running the red. Got an extra shotgun if someone needs a gun. Yellow.
I have to get
Like,
the
need a
scar.
gun? Wait, I'm running to you, yellow. Take this.
I got one. I got a scar.
Well, I don't need 2 shotguns. Alright, fine.
Yeah, I don't need it. All right. We're not that far out. Head west and up, or
There is a team here, right? Like,
there was one guy that landed, but I don't know where he got to. Here's a level 2 vest.
I got one.
I could use one. SR, a flash hider, and a cheek pad, and a flash hider that can be fitted on an AR. With the cheek pad that first flash hider were for snipers.
All right, anybody using 7.62?
Not yet.
All right, I've got 2 cases in case somebody needs it.
Alright, cool. I have 23 rounds of 45 I don't need. That's about it. Okay. I have 5 bandages, 1 first aid kit as far as meds.
I have to.
Yeah, all I have is bandage. I got a bunch of grips, but here's a Uzi.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I got one.
Is that red? Yeah, oh wait, who's
In the 2-story. Well, there's probably multiple
red for some
2-story.
reason, and now I know you're yellow. Okay. They're all 2-story buildings though.
All right, I'm gonna drop 2 cases of 7.62 up here. If anybody needs them.
I got space. Is the Uzi in the same building up here?
Yeah, it's down here on the 1st floor. Sorry. Yep. Right by this back window.
The ones at 2 times go.
Blue doesn't want it. I'll take it.
I have a 4 times I'm saving for when I get a real gun.
A big boy gun.
Yeah. So yeah, take it.
Red dots and.
There's a 6 times here. You can have it. I'll bring it to you here.
Okay.
And here's a 4 times. I can't use the shit. If there's you got submachine gun stuff though, I would like that.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't.
I'm rocking. Someone pick up the 6 times. Come on. There
I
you
got
go.
it.
I have the 6 times.
Good.
I'm holding the 4 also for later.
This one.
There's a vehicle right here we could use.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Hit those next set of houses.
Yeah.
Either that or the house is up on the left. Go hit the water.
Oh, it's too shallow.
I got 3 times I'm holding.
I know if you see an AR.
Yeah, I'm looking for you.
Winchester upgrade. Later, Uzi.
All right.
Ready to go? Alright.
Yeah, I think we've been through everything. It's up to you guys. You still need a gun, right?
I like the Winchester. I just think once you get armor, it's not too good. 66 damage, so here's another Uzi. It's like getting asked the same question twice. Oh, found an AR. Nice.
Alright, I got scopes for you. What size you want?
Whatever is fine then. Where are you? Yo, here.
4, 3.
I'll take the 4. Should I hold on to this 3? I'll just hold on to it.
It's up to you.
Alright, plenty good. Alright. Rock and roll.
We going to the mines, or where do you want to go?
You can take it.
Want to stop here? Is that what you said?
Oh, it's moving.
Some of it. There's an SKS here. It's not looted, I don't think.
Level 3 backpack. AK. I guess I'll pick that up.
You still have that Uzi? There's a
No, I dropped it a while ago.
stock up here. Yeah. I got another 6 times. You want that?
Hell yeah. Is it on top?
I got it right here in the garage now.
Come to you.
All right. Where you guys want to go?
Maybe that area.
Oh, this way. Yeah, up by that, up on the left there. Yeah, up that hill. Is that where you want to go? Yeah. See where the next one.
Yeah, very good. Nice and safe. Maybe a little bit boring, but whatever. I got it 6 times. Let's just go pick away at people. Yeah. Come over to this hill over here. You park over in this spot where I'm at right now. And then we can work the hill on the left, right here. And be able to shoot shit down for a while.
I'm gonna look down in the mines real quick just to see.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is a great spot. Great high point. There is a car in front of us. It looks like it just spawned there.
Yeah, it's a spawn car.
Probably see some people running from the blue field. And those would probably be good people to take out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any movement on this side, just so you know.
Good, good. There is only 20 people alive, so we got a really good odds. Airdrop, where's it at? I hear it.
West.
Oh, I see it. It's actually below us. I didn't see it drop anything. I don't see any parachutes.
It didn't drop. Oh, we gotta go.
Yep. A lot of shots over there.
Yeah, it sounds like northeast, where I was just staring and did not see it.
Alright, this compound below me is clear. Might be a meetup point to regroup.
I'm grabbing the blazer. The blazer or pickup truck now. Oh, it's almost empty though.
Somebody down there is not happy. Alright.
We can run. You want me to just scatter that?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a...
See if I can shot at.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to stay up on this hill a little bit.
Motorcycle to my left. 260. Hear an engine was close. Yeah, it feels safe. I mean, it's not yet. All the doors are shut on the inside too.
People here, people here.
Where?
In front of me, in front of me. He's looking at you, Blue. He's coming from our side.
I'm gonna get in cover then. You
Alright, let me
hide
get up
out
on the
and
hill.
Just keep an eye on them.
I'm
Don't
coming
engage
up
if you don't
behind you,
have
Orange.
to.
Coming up behind you.
Wait for Orange, and I will try and get on a balcony and so I can shoot back when you're shooting at him. Please mark his area though. Bro,
He's
did you
dead.
nade him? Oh! You just
Was
killed
that
3
both
people?
of them or just...
You just killed
Both.
Newson. Oh, you killed 2
grenaded
people
the
with
shit
1
out of 'em.
grenade. Oh, good job, man.
3 times, 3 times, 3 times. First aid kits.
Let's use this tactic a couple times where we use a decoy. That kind of worked. Kind of worked out. Gunfire at 255.
Yeah, I'm looking. Another drop right where you were.
I got a 4 times and a 6 times. Okay. Thanks for the med kit, man.
Yeah, take it.
That drop is going right at the compound.
Oh, extended mag, very nice. Y'all can watch it from up here, and I'm going for that shit.
Yeah, I'm running down.
All right, I'll stay here for as long as I can, and
oh god, someone's gonna be in that area already.
I'm not seeing any movement down there.
Okay.
No, it looks very clear.
Yeah.
Should I go for it or not?
Sure.
It's up to
I
you.
got the car. Man, I'm going for it.
Yeah, take it with the car though. Yeah.
I'll go cover you. Well, right.
Absolutely no movement. I gotta move.
Oh,
Or there's
you're
no-
fucking kidding me. You know what? I just killed
Would you
myself.
run over yourself?
Yeah, I thought I braked, but it put it in reverse when I jumped
Oh
out.
my.
Really annoying.
Oh, another car coming in on you.
Dead. There's oh, hey, there's some guys at 140 from me between us, right on a hay bale actually. I'll keep an eye on them.
Knocked one.
They're dead. I'm coming for you.
No, no, the
There's
other
one
one's
more
not.
guy. There's one more guy running right at me. Yeah, you drop into his right, so if you bring your aim a little left. Now he's behind the next hay bale.
He's
but
at that hay bale right
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Got him. I'm reloading. He's moving.
He's moving to that tractor.
He's at
got
the
a level
tractor.
3 helmet. Yeah, I'm fucked.
Hit him. Hit him. He's dead. Oh wait, somebody else is shooting.
Yeah, someone shooting from 265. Holy shit, Red, if you do it, I'll be very proud of you. But I think I'm dead. I'm totally dead. I don't believe.
Sorry, man.
No, it's all gravy. Way to go. I did my purpose. Y'all took out like, how many people? 4 people? With 1 life?
Shit.
Yo's gonna be... Yo, you got a minute 47, so you got some time.
Yeah, I know, but I got shooters off to my southwest.
They shot at you yet?
They're coming at you. They're coming at you, Orange. They're at the big
Oh, they're
garage
in the
building.
field. There's one guy in the field, and then one guy behind some hay bales. And someone is shooting at...
Me.
shooting at yellow from 20, or the north. I think just
Yeah,
to the
he's
left
up on
of
the hill there.
of this, just to the left of the road. He's gonna have to move. He's outside the zone, so when he moves, it'll be safe for Yellow to run. But Red, you are staring at 2 people right now. You might just crawl, Yellow. You might just crawl.
That's a good idea. get to this tractor.
Okay, so where were they?
In the buildings, east of you. I think it's east.
Alright.
South of you. There's a
12 alive. So there's 10 people out there. It's a small circle. So
I see them.
stay hidden more than anything. And when it gets down to 6, then y'all can start wrecking shop.
You see them or?
Well, I saw people on my left, west. 2 guys.
Yeah,
See?
that's it.
They're shooting.
Oh,
There.
those are the 2 that shot at yellow earlier. They're
Oh,
gonna
those
have
guys.
to go right there. Can you crawl under the tractor at all? Oh shit. Oh nice, yeah, there. You're almost there, yellow.
Yeah.
Play safe. Red needs ya.
Yeah.
Guys in this giant that are shooting at Red's got
Let them kill each other. I'm coming up, Orange. Best as I can.
Orange is sleeping fire. You might be safe with all the. Oh, yeah, just watch that direction. I think the guys that
Yeah, I
went
know.
to the left are in that building there. Just keep your eyes on them. That whole battle is blue or red. Alright. Red is worried about getting approached, so he's nading out. They know where he's at. He's a sick nade.
Too bad it didn't hurt them.
Yellow is approaching and entering the building right now.
I'm right below you. Or next to you now.
It's like 3 spots. Just one on top there.
I'm tossing grenades to the far side of the hay bales over here. See if we can.
7 alive. Not very nice.
Gotta be somebody looping around.
Yeah, I saw one northwest. Watch out.
If y'all get in that red building, you'll be safe. Ready to. Oh, of course, if you're on top of that. You can't use your smokes if you got it. Red has got someone engaged on the rock at the top of the hill. It's between 2 trees. Fucking wrecking shop too. Red. Yeah, but he just moved back behind the rock.
Yeah.
So I guess there's 3 teams. Yep. Top of the hill, there are 2 people to your right.
shit, where did this guy come from?
Four live. There's two in front of me and one somewhere else. Oh. Good game, man. Good game.
Mendez turned 33 years old in May, 4 years older than Jury. Minus 235 favorite against the 12th ranked featherweight contender in black, Miles Jury, coming back at plus 185.
Curious how he handles this opening round. Because you want to get in your comfort zone. You've had a long time off. Go back to the basics, the things you do really well. It's always been his straight right hand and his double leg. Will he go to that early?
Mendez, the two-time Pac-10 champion wrestler, two-time NCAA All-American, 30-1 as a senior NCAA runner-up in 2008 at 141 pounds. Showed his wrestling game against Conor McGregor in the title shot July 2015 for the interim featherweight title on short notice. Nearly able to finish that fight. Went the distance with Jose Aldo. Of course, twice against Jose Aldo, most recently in October of 2014, fought to a fight of the night down in Rio de Janeiro. His last appearance was at the Ultimate Fighter finale December 2015 against Frankie Edgar. He is used to the bright lights. Miles Jury, meanwhile, head kick for him. Most recently, a victory in Las Vegas, December 30th, New Year's weekend against Rick Glenn, who we will see later tonight.
Now, how's Chad Mendez going to get inside? How is Miles Jury going to handle this outside game? He's thrown a lot of feints, but nothing with a lot of conviction. Not really sticking the jab. He's been content to kind of stay outside and angle a little bit. Who's going to press the action? That's my question.
Feeling out process continues halfway through this first round. Nearly halfway through the first round.
I think this benefits Mendez more than Jury.
Oh, big left from Money Mendez. Knocks Jury to the ground with one left hand.
And he's an outstanding finisher.
Busy with the ground and pounds. Jury to his back. Mendez down to the ground to play. Big right hands on the ground. Herzog standing by. Close to stopping it. There it is.
The Groupon app is amazing. It has everything you need to keep your kids from getting bored and from you losing your mind. Slow down!
On Miles, still going to go up.
About this lull in the first round, benefiting Mendez. He got the timing. He figured out when to throw it. Jury wasn't throwing anything in his way, and a beautiful job closing distance with the left hook right on the jaw. And once he was there, this is pure wrestling. Holding him down, throwing the right hand, but it's a wrestling ride. Not letting Miles Jury off the hook. Jason Herzog gave him all the chances to get back in it. Great stoppage.
His teammates from Team Alpha Male, Uriah Faber, Sage Northcutt, getting set for their appearance in the co-main event. Pumped in the locker room. Big night for Team Alpha Male. Chad Mendez just sat on the fence.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 52 seconds, round number one. Referee Jason Herzog puts a halt to the bout. Your winner by TKO, Chad Money Mendez.
I'm here with a pumped Chad Money Mendez.
If you were wondering if they'd remember you after 2.5 years off, seems like they do, man.
I'm back! God, I love you, Boise. Everybody that's come out here tonight. I have so many friends and family here. I'm so excited. Traeger, an awesome company I work with, is throwing a big after party tonight. We're gonna go have some beers, eat some brisket, and I'm gonna enjoy tonight. I love you guys so much.
It seemed like the first half of that round, you were sizing up when to throw that punch, sizing up the range, sizing up the timing so you could unload that left. Was that the case?
Yeah, man, he's a long dude. I just needed to find the timing, the range, feel what his speed was gonna feel like. I think he was doing a little bit of mixing up, kind of bluffing, going a little slow on some stuff, so I just wanted to see if there was gonna be anything explosive coming in. Saw my opening and just exploded in and took it.
You've been at the top, you had some time off, you said that refocused me, I got better, I'm hungry. What's next for Chad Mendes?
Brock Lesnar, where you at? Nah, man, I'm just super excited to be back. Anyone in the top 5, give it to me. Let's go.
You heard it. He's ready to go. Chad Money Mendes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, why not call out Brock Lesnar? 7 first-round finishes now for Chad Mendes. 8 wins by knockout. What a performance in his return to the octagon. Up next, 2 bright prospects at
Get back, please. Get back, sir. Get back, please.